Hi everyone and welcome to Jade Creates. This is a brand new channel of mine and I will be specialising in arts and crafts. So today we have a Scrawlrbox, which is a subscription art box. These boxes are amazing and they feature some really great products to try out each month. I've been getting mine for about 3 months now and I've just loved every minute of it. Here I'm unboxing the Scrawlrbox. I do apologise for the camera angle, this is my first video I've ever filmed, so it's not that great in the start here, but throughout the video it gets a lot better, I do promise. So yeah, I literally have unboxed a canvas, a card which you can cut up, which creates a palette knife to paint on your canvas. A palette knife is basically just like it's usually like a little plastic or metal spade looking knife. These are the three colours that you get of your oil paints. They are in red, blue and white. They do have proper names but I can't actually remember what they are. And this card here is the art card that they feature every month with a new artist. This is Katie Jobling's art and I will link all of her socials and her website either on the video or down below so you can see for yourself how amazing her art is. And this here is a card that they put in the box every month to show you what products you've got in there, how much they are, and then they give you like a prompt. Like as like a challenge, and then this month's prompt was abstract floral, which is where the idea for this video came. And it's always nice to sort of see everyone's hashtags on Instagram to see how they've taken the project, to see what type of style that they've worked in. I've seen lots of people that have taken it in completely different directions and they're just brilliant. Yeah, I'm now going to cut up the card to create the little like palette knife style pieces, which are going to help me paint on this canvas today. And now I'm setting up the paints. With oil paint you don't actually need too much because it spreads and blends quite quickly and really nicely. And now I'm just drawing the flower that I would like to see on my canvas. So the flower that Katie has painted on her art card is a hydrangea. I really love hydrangeas, but I wanted to make a different flower as I didn't want to copy her at all, but obviously I wanted to keep it sort of a similar style. So I have drawn like a pansy type flower, really sort of basic outline there. And then here I'm literally just seeing like what size is best for the flower that I've got, because I'll need all different sorts of sizes and ways to get in with my art there. Paint, sorry. So this whole video process, editing and voiceover is very new to me. So there will be parts in here where you're just like, okay, what is she talking about? Or why does she keep saying like and all over again? See, I just did it there. It's basically just me trying to get used to the whole videoing process. So here I'm obviously taking my paints and painting on the canvas. Firstly, I decided to mix some purple just to sort of see, the vibrancy of colours that you get, see what type of purple comes out of it, because obviously every red and blue are completely different. So you always get like a different type of colour come out of it when it's mixed. And you could always make it like lighter and darker with like black or white or just like a lighter colour of that colour. But we only actually had red, blue and white in this pack. So our colour palette was very minimum. I like that though, as obviously if you have too many colours you sort of don't really know what to pick, or you know where to go with your art. So here I'm literally just doing the background, going around the flower, creating like a darker background for the flower to actually stand out. So the palette knife card that was provided, I did find it a little bit tricky to get on with, pretty much just because they're not the best to use for the type of art that we're doing. I did try and find my palette knives that I had bought previous to this, but I couldn't find them anywhere, so I just went along with using this. I mean, the art came out quite well considering, but I don't think I'd use the cut-up card in the future, just because it was quite difficult to use and it started hurting my hands after a little while. But apart from that, the whole box was really good, really well put together, and every time Scrawlrbox hits it out of the park, goes above and beyond, and they go past the price that it is every month. So every month the Scrawlrbox is £15. I usually pay for 3 months worth of boxes, just so I don't have to pay sort of every month. And then I've got it for 3 months then. But if you do pay for it monthly, you still will get a great box with a value that's over £15. So it's definitely worth your money, and you have a lot of fun with it. I'm just mixing some lighter purples and a little bit of pink, just to bring in that more variety of colour that I've got going on, and also bring in some shadows and some highlights to make it look more of a real flower as opposed to just like a flat picture. So my overall thoughts of this box and these art products in general were that they were absolutely brilliant, and even though I'd never actually used oil paints before, I found them to be really quite easy to use. I didn't actually put any water in it like the paint suggested, so that's probably my fault as to why they didn't like spread as well. But that's just a learning curve, and I'll do things differently next time. Apart from that though, I really did enjoy this box and all the products that came in it, and I'll definitely be using them, for my future projects and other things. So now I'm adding the darker tones. This lifts the foreground of the lighter colours in the flower, and just makes it look more like petals, because they're not all the same colour, they're not all the same shape, size, they are all different, and that's what I really like about flowers and abstract painting. you know it doesn't have to be perfect, and like when I'm drawing or painting, I really want to perfect it, and it is quite difficult not to do that. So with that abstract painting, you just have to go with the flow, see where it takes you, and just go with it. Um, that probably is one of the hardest things if you are a perfectionist. But obviously, if you're not, then this is probably perfect for you. And it is a great technique to try as well, with the palette knife painting and things, especially if you're like a beginner, because you are sort of working your wrists. You are just literally going where the art goes, and I really like that. And one great aspect of abstract painting are there are no rules, so you can do whatever you want to. Now I'm just finishing up my painting, putting the little highlights in of the top of the flower, um, yeah, and just the details. And here we have the finished painting. I hope you have all enjoyed this video, and I hope you can give me a thumbs up and possibly subscribe to my new channel. I will post more videos soon. Have a great morning, afternoon or evening wherever you are. Bye!